Hi, everybody. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Dudjom Tersar Ngondro accumulation session. This session, I believe, is open to the public, and I think we're live on Facebook as well. So we're going to treat this like we would treat our normal monthly accumulation session for the members of the Ngondro program, which most of you here are. My name is Choying Wangmo, also known as Regina, and I'm going to be leading the session. And we're here in California at Pema, Osel, Ling. Hi, Anna. There's your face. And others, welcome, Heather, Candy, Richard, Kitty. So we're going to begin with the Ngondro text itself, and starting with the first page of the text, called A Concise Recitation of the Preliminary Practice of the New Treasure of Dudjom. And before we begin, let's just kind of take a moment to arrive in the present moment, to land in our bodies, and let your body just sort of feel the earth, feel its weight. And then taking a nice deep breath of air in. As you let your body relax, sort of settle. Letting your breath also begin to relax and settle. And then bringing your mind to the present moment with awareness. And then we begin with the first line of the Ngondro text. And as we say this, we are visualizing Guru Rinpoche in the sky in front, inseparable from our own root teacher, and inseparable from our own wisdom mind, and invoking Guru Rinpoche's presence. Taking a moment to allow your heart to open and to open to the presence of Guru Rinpoche and Guru Rinpoche's blessings. Homage. I beseech you to know me, Lama, the seatless, constant protector. And in Tibetan, Namo Lume Tengi Gompo Lama. Taking a moment. And then bringing Guru Rinpoche towards you, and you moving towards Guru Rinpoche. Just dissolving into Guru Rinpoche. And then Guru Rinpoche dissolves into space. And just rest for a moment in that formless state, tasting Guru Rinpoche's wisdom mind. And then Guru Rinpoche reappears in the sky in front as our witness, as we contemplate the four thoughts that turn the mind. The first thought: the eases and obtainments of this precious human rebirth are extremely difficult to find. Down Jordanation to Nepal. So just thinking about how extremely fortunate you are to have landed in a human body. What incredible karma that is, with all of the eases and endowments, where you've met the dharma, you have a physical body that you can practice the dharma, and so on. Just thinking of the rare and amazing thing to have found this body, and then to think of using it to practice the dharma. Said like the same as a blind turtle in a vast ocean where there's a yolk floating around on the top of the water. And the chances of that turtle sticking its head through that yolk, that's how rare it is to have found a human rebirth. And the second thought, whoever is born possesses the phenomena of impermanence and death. So recognizing that everything is impermanent except for our own Buddha nature. All things that come together separate eventually. Nothing is permanent, solid, or lasting. The cause and result of virtuous and non-virtuous actions cannot be denied. All of our actions, positive and negative, create karma. There's no denying that. So recognizing our virtuous, what's arising now is our virtuous karma or our non-virtuous karma. It's all the results of our past actions. So thinking that in the future, only creating positive. And on to the fourth thought. The continuous character of the three realms of samsara is an ocean of suffering. That our karma is inescapable, and we will have continuous rebirths in samsara, positive rebirths, negative rebirths, as our karma continues to ripen. And there's no escape from this cyclic existence except for practicing dharma and attaining enlightenment. The continuous character of the three realms of samsara is an ocean of suffering. Kamsum koadana kayatsanam. And then having established these four thoughts as a firm foundation, renunciation of your samsaric existence, we seek a way to find a way out of this suffering. By remembering this, may my mind turn to the Holy Dharma. And then we go for refuge. And that's why. So we're thinking again, we're in our ordinary form. Guru Rinpoche is in the sky in front. On our right side is our father, on our left side, our mother. All sentient beings surrounding us, filling space. Our enemies and obstructors in front. And we're like their leader, going for refuge. And we're going to do prostrations with this. I can't personally do prostrations. I don't have anyone here demonstrating. If you haven't done prostrations, do your best. We're going to touch our forehead, throat, and heart. Come down on with your hands, slide all the way out, bring your hands above your head, and then slide back up. We recite the 2 lines of refuge going down and the 2 lines of bodhicitta coming back up, thinking that we're the leader taking refuge in Guru Rinpoche. So the lines are, from this moment until attaining the essence of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Lama, who is the 3 jewels. Dezung Changchu Nipo Mato Ba Lama Koncho Sumla Kyapsuji. And then thinking that we're lifting all sentient beings out of samsara, we say, from now until samsara becomes empty, I shall strive for the benefit and happiness of all sentient beings who have all been my mother, and so developing bodhicitta. So I'm going to recite these 4 lines, 2 lines of refuge and 2 lines of bodhicitta, as you do your prostrations. And if you're not prepared to do prostrations, you can simply follow along with the chanting. I'm going to do this at a certain pace, and ideally on your own, you're doing 2 lines of refuge going down and 2 lines of bodhicitta coming back up. But if you're faster or slower than what I'm chanting, just go ahead and do what you can do. And if you feel like you need to stop before I stop, go ahead and stop and just rest. Dezung Chanchu Nipo Mato Ba Lama Konchok Sumla Kapsuchi. Dane Zunte Koa Mato Ba Magyu Samchen Kungi Pandedru. Dezung Chanchu Nipo Mato Ba Lama Konchok Sumla Kapsuchi. Dane Zunte Koa Mato Ba Magyu Samchen Kungi Pandedru. Dezun Chanchu Nipo Mato Ba Lama Konchok Sumla Kyapsuji. Dane Zunte Goa Mato Ba Magyu Samchen Kungi Pandedru. Dezun Chanchu Nipo Mato Ba Lama Konchok Sumla Kyapsuji. Dane Zunte Goa Mato Ba Magyu Samchen Kungi Pandedru. Dezun Chanchu Nipo Mato Ba Lama Koncho Sumla Kyapsuji. Dane Zunte Goa Mato Ba Magyu Samchen Kungi Pandedru. Dezun Chanchu Nipo Mato Ba Lama Koncho Sumla Kyapsuji. Dane Zunte Goa Mato Ba Magyu Samchen Kungi Pandedru. Dezun Chanchu Nipo Mato Ba Lama Koncho Sumla Kyapsuji. Dane Zunte Goa Mato Ba Magyu Samchen Kungi Pandedru. Dezun Chanchu Nipo Mato Ba Lama Koncho Sumla Kyapsuji. Dane Zunte Goa Mato Ba Magyu Samchen Kungi Pandedru. Dezun Chanchu Nipo Mato Ba Lama Koncho Sumla Kyapsuji. Dane Zunte Goa Matoba Magyu Samjang Kanki Pandeju. Dezon Janju Nipo Matoba Lama Kunjo Sumla Kyapsuji. Dane Zunte Goa Matoba Magyu Samjang Kanki Pandeju. From this moment until attaining the essence of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Lama, who's the three jewels. From now until samsara becomes empty, I shall strive for the benefit and happiness of all sentient beings who've all been my mother. From this moment until attaining the essence of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Lama, who's the three jewels. From now until samsara becomes empty, I shall strive for the benefit and happiness of all sentient beings who've all been my mother. From this moment until attaining the essence of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Lama, who's the three jewels. From now until samsara becomes empty, I shall strive for the benefit and happiness of all sentient beings who've all been my mother. From this moment until attaining the essence of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Lama, who's the three jewels. From now until samsara becomes empty, I shall strive for the benefit and happiness of all sentient beings who've all been my mother. From this moment until attaining the essence of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Lama, who's the three jewels. From now until samsara becomes empty, I shall strive for the benefit and happiness of all sentient beings who've all been my mother. Dezun Chantu Nipo Matoba Lama Kunchok Sumla Kyapsuji. Dane Zunte Goa Matoba Magyu Samchen Kangi Pandeju. Dezun Chanchu Nipo Matoba Lama Kunchok Sumla Kyapsuji. Dane Zunte Goa Matoba Magyu Samchen Kangi Pandeju. Dezun Chanchu Nipo Matoba Lama Kunchok Sumla Kyapsuji. Dane Zunte Goa Matoba Magyu Samchen Kangi Pandeju. Dezon Chanchu Nipo Matoba Lama Kunchok Sumla Kyapsuji. Dane Zunte Goa Matoba Magyu Samchen Kangi Pandeju. Dezon Chanchu Nipo Matoba Lama Kunchok Sumla Kyapsuji. Dane Zunte Goa Matoba Magyu Samchen Kangi Pandeju. Dezon Chanchu Nipo Matoba Lama Kunchok Sumla Kyapsuji. Dane Zunte Goa Matoba Magyu Samchen Kangi Pandeju. Dezon Chanchu Nipo Matoba Lama Kunchok Sumla Kyapsuji. Dane Zunte Goa Matoba Magyu Samchen Kangi Pandeju. Dezon Chanchu Nipo Matoba Lama Kunchok Sumla Kyapsuji. Dane Zunte Goa Matoba Magyu Samchen Kangi Pandeju. Dezon Chanchu Nipo Matoba Lama Kunchok Sumla Kyapsuji. Dane Zunte Goa Matoba Magyu Samchen Kangi Pandeju. So sitting back down on your cushion. Thinking that from Guru Rinpoche's body, white light streams out, touching you and all sentient beings, purifying your obscurations, blessing you, and you dissolve into light. And all of you fly up into Guru Rinpoche, dissolving like water, rain into the lake, mixing inseparably with Guru Rinpoche's mind, and just pausing for a moment, resting in the evenness in formless meditation, empty awareness. And then above the crown of your head, Vajrasattva appears. And so if you have your mandala pen, You want to get yourself set up before we start the liturgy. You have your large piece of cloth, your mandala pan itself, your rice, your mala, So we begin again visualizing Guru Rinpoche in the sky in front. And you again are in your ordinary body. And we're visualizing as we make these offerings to Guru Rinpoche, who's the embodiment of the three jewels, the three blanking, and three jewels, three Lamayiram Dakini, and the three kayas. That each grain of rice represents trichilocosm of universes that we're offering everything outwardly, inwardly, and secretly to. Offering our body, our possessions, our merit, our physical bodies, and the three kayas, and our inner body. So we say, my body's wealth and glories of all my lives, I offer to the three jewels in order to complete the two accumulations of merit and wisdom. And if you don't have your mandala pan, you can do the mandala offering mudra. So we start by picking up a little bit of the grain, putting it in our working hand, and reciting the 100-syllable mantra. Om Benza Sato Samaya Manapalaya Benza Sato Tenova Ija Chito Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Anarakto Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Meprayatsa Sawa Kama Sutsame Sitam Shriyam Guru Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Benza Mamimus Benza Bhava Mahasamaya Sato. Making our 7 piles, Mount Meru, the 4 continents, and the sun and the moon, and rubbing the Bodichitta nerve, covering the index finger. Sera Pingila Don Locho Pa Tsuni Tsuchu Konchok Samlabo. Sera Pingila Don Locho Pa Tsuni Tsuchu Konchok Samlabo. Sera Pingila Don Locho Pa Tsuni Tsuchu Konchok Samlabo. Sera Pungila Dona Chopa, Tony Tochi Control Labo. 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 Sera pungi le dono chopa, tsoni tsuchi control sun labo. Sera pungi le dono chopa, tsoni tsuchi control sun labo. Sera pungi le dono chopa, tsoni tsuchi control sun labo. Sera pungi le dono chopa, tsoni tsuchi control sun labo. Sera pungi le dono chopa, tsoni tsuchi control sun labo. My bodies, wealth, and glories of all my lives, I offered the three jewels in order to complete the two accumulations of merit and wisdom. My body, wealth, and glories of all my lives, I offered to the three jewels in order to complete the two accumulations of merit and wisdom. My bodies, wealth, and glories of all my lives, I offered to the three jewels in order to complete the two accumulations of merit and wisdom. My body's wealth and glory of all my lives, I offered it the three jewels in order to complete the two accumulations of merit and wisdom. My body's wealth and glory of all my lives, I offered it the three jewels in order to complete the two accumulations of merit and wisdom. Serakingi lodono chopa, tsuni tsuchi control sun labo. Serakingi lodono chopa, tsuni tsuchi control sun labo. Serapungi lodono chopa, tsoni 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 tsuchi control sun labo. So pausing for a moment. And thinking that Guru Rinpoche dissolves into you and you dissolve into Guru Rinpoche. Everything dissolves into space, and again, resting in that formless state, empty awareness, resting in evenness. Putting your equipment away. Going on to Vajrasattva. So, above one's head, Vajrasattva appears, resting on a white lotus. Is in union with his consort Nema Karma, holding a Vajra and bell. And in his heart is a Vajra, and in the hub of the Vajra is a home, and the 100-syllable mantra is circling that home. And as we begin to recite the 100-syllable mantra, nectar begins to flow, white nectar begins to flow, filling from his heart and the home in his heart, his body, Nema Karma's body, and then overflowing down the stem of the lotus into the crown of your head, washing through you, completely purifying you, and washing out all of your negativity, your obscurations, your sin, any negative karma that you've created in this and any past lifetimes, washing out in the form of blood and pus, washing out in the form of mud, slurry, dirt, washing out in the form of poisonous insects, and into the earth below, where all of your karmic debtors receive it and they're completely fulfilled. And as we recite this 100-syllable mantra, we're confessing, we're generating a feeling of deep regret for having committed any of these sins, whether we've known we've done them or not, because we don't know what we created in past karma, in your past lives, except for what's being produced in this life. And we don't know what will happen in our next life. And then also taking the vow to never repeat these negative actions. So the liturgy goes, above the crown of my head is Vajrasattva, who is inseparable from the Lama. From Vajrasattva's body flows a continuous stream of nectar, and all obscurations are purified. Che war lama dorsem yume pe pule tutsi kyumbab jim jangyur. In English, Om, the supreme mantra, most excellent beginning praise. The tantric vow of Vajrasattva. O Vajrasattva, grant me your protection. Abide firmly in me. Make me totally satisfied. Increase perfectly within me. Please hold me with your compassion. By your blessings, bestow the attainment on me. Also may I attain the power of all activities. Make my mind virtuous. Om, the essence of the wisdom heart. Ha 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 represent the 4 boundless wishes of bodhicitta, the 4 joys, the 4 empowerments, and the 4 kayas. Ho is the exclamation of joy. Virtuous one who embodies all the Tathagatas. May Vajrasattva never abandon me. I pray, please make me a Vajra holder. O great precept deity. Ah is to unite inseparably. Om Benza Sato Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sato Tenopa Tito Trito Mebawa Suto Kayo Mebawa Supo Kayo Mebawa Anarakto Mebawa Sarva Siddhi Me Prayatsa Sarva Kara Sitsame Sitam Shriyam Guru Ha 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 Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Benza Mame Bhava Mahasamaya Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manapalaya Benza Sato Denopa Tito Tito Mebawa Suto Kaya Mebawa Supo Kaya Mebawa Anarakto Mebawa Sarva Siddhi Me Prayatsa Sarva Kama Sutame Titam Shriyam Guru Ha 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 Om Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Benza So Benza Bhava Mahasamaya Sato Om Benza Sato Sam Manopalaya Benda Sato Tenopa Chicho Chicho Mebawa Sudokaya Mebawa Supokaya Mebawa Anarato Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Meprayata Sawa Kama Sitam Sitam Shriyam Guru Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Benza Mami Mensa Benza Bhavama Samaya Sato Benza Sato Sama Manopalaya Benza Sato Tenapa Jito Jito Mebawa Sutokaya Mebawa Supokaya Mebawa Anurato Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Miprayata Sawa Kama Sutami Siddham Shriyam Guru Hum Ha 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 Bhagawa Sawa Tatha Gata Benza Mami Munsa Benza Vavama Samaya Sato Benza Sato Samaya Manopalaya Benza Sato Denapa Jito Jito Mebawa Sudokaya Mebawa Supokaya Mebawa Anarato Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Miprayata Sawa Kama Sutami Siddham Jiyam Guru Ha Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Benza Mami Mansa Benza Bhava Samaya Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manapalaya Benza Sato Denapa Tija Tija Meva Sudokaya Mebawa Sipokaya Mebawa Anarato Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Miprayata Sawa Kama Sutami Sitam Shriyam Guru Ha Bhagavan Saratata Gata Benza Mami Mansa Benza Bhavama Samaya Sato Benza Sato Samaya Manapalaya Benza Sato Dena Parati Chuchu Mebawa Sudokaya Mebawa Supokaya Mebawa Anarato Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Miprayata Sawa Kama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Guru Bhagavan Saratata Gata Benza Mami Mansa Benza Bhava Mahasamaya Sato Benza Sato Samaya Manapalaya Benza Sato Tenapa Tito Tito Mebawa Sudokaya Mebawa Supokaya Mebawa Anarata Mebawa Source Mebrayata Sawa Kama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Guru Ho Bhagavan Saratata Gata Benza Mami Benza Bhava Mahasamaya Sato Benza Sato Samaya Manapalaya Benza Sato Tenapa Tito Tito Mebawa Sudokaya Mebawa Supokaya Mebawa Anarata Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Miprayata Sawa Kama Sutame Siddham Shriyam Guru Bhagavan Saratata Gata Benza Mami Mansa Benza Bhava Mahasamaya Sato Benza Sato Samaya Manapalaya Benza Sato Denapa Tito Tito Mebawa Sudokaya Mebawa Supokaya Mebawa Anurata Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Miprayata Sawa Kama Sutame Siddham Shriyam Guru Bhagavan Saratata Gata Benza Mahasamaya Sato Benza Sato Samaya Manapalaya Benza Sato Denapa Tito Tito Mebawa Sudokaya Mebawa Supokaya Mebawa Anurata Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Miprayata Sawa Kama Sutame Siddham Shriyam Guru Bhagavan Saratata Gata Benza Mami Benza Bhava Mahasamaya Sato Benza Sato Samaya Manapalaya Benza Sato Denapa Tito Tito Mebawa Sudokaya Mebawa Supokaya Mebawa Anurata Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Miprayata Sawa Kama Sutame Siddham Shriyam Guru Bhagavan Saratata Gata Benza Mami Benza Bhava Samaya Sato Benza Sato Samaya Manapalaya Benza Sato Denapa Tito Tito Mebawa Sudokaya Mebawa Supokaya Mebawa Anurata Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Miprayata Sawa Kama Sutame Siddham Shriyam Guru Bhagavan Saratata Gata Benza Mami Benza Bhava Samaya Sato Let's do them quietly. Om Benza Sato Samaya Manapalaya Benza Sato Denava Jijujanava Sudakaya Mebawa Sudakaya Mebawa Anurata Mebawa Sarasidi Mebayat Sarakama Sitsame Sitam Shri Guru Ha 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 Ho Bada Saratata Gata Benzamami Benza Bama Samaya Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manapalaya Benza Sato Denava Jijujanava Subhakaya Mebawa, Anurata Mebawa, Sarasidi Meprayata, Sarakama Sitame, Sitam Shayam Guru, Ha Ha Bhagavan, Saratata Kata Benzamami, Munza Benzabala Mahasamaya Sato, Om Benza Sato Samaya, Manapalaya, Benza Sato Tena Bhati Chitam, Sudakaya Mebawa, Subhakaya Mebawa, Anurata Mebawa, Sarasidi Meprayata, Sarakama Sitame, Sitam Shayam Guru, Ha Ha Bhagavan. Sarvata Gata Benza Mami Mensa Benza Balma Samaya Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manapalaya Benza Sato Tena Pati Chuchitam Sudokaya Mebawa Supakaya Mebawa Anurata Mebawa Sarasidi Mebraya Sarakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Guru Ha Bhagavan Sarvata Gata Benza Om Mahasamaya Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manapalaya Benza Sato Tena Pati Chuchitam Sudokaya Mebawa, Subhakaya Mebawa, Anurata Mebawa. Sarasidi Meprayata Sarakama Sutame, Sitam Shayam Guru Ha. Kazagata Benzamami, Benza Bala Mahasamaya Sato, Om Benza Sato Samaya. Vanapalaya, Benza Sato Denapa, Dijudita Mebawa, Sudokaya Mebawa, Subhakaya. Anurata Mebawa, Sarasidi Meprayata Sarakama Sutame, Sitam Shayam Guru Ha. Bhagavan Sarata Gata Benzamami. Samaya Sato Benza Sato Samaya Manapalaya Benza Sato Dena Pati Chuchucha Meba Sudakaya Mebaba Supakaya Mebaba Anurata Mebaba Sarasili Mekaya Tasara Kamasita Me Sitam Shayam Guru Ha Ho Bhagavan Sarata Gata Benza Mami Samaya Sato Benza Sato Samaya Manapalaya Benza Sato Dena Pati Chuchucha Meba Sudakaya Mebawa Supakaya Mebawa Anurata Mebaba Sarasiti Meprayata Sarakama Sutame Sitam Shayam Guru Ho Bhagavan Saratata Gata Benzamami Benza Bam Samaya Sato Benza Sato Samaya Manapalaya Benza Sato Dena Pahati Chichita Mebawa Sitakaya Mebawa Sipakaya Mebawa Anurata Mebawa Sarasiti Meprayata Sarakama Sutame Sitam Shayam Guru Ho Bhagavan Sarvata Gata Benza Mami Mensa Benza Bama Samaya Sato Benza Sato Samaya Manapalaya Benza Sato Tenapa Teacher Tuto Mebawa Sudokaya Mebawa Sudokaya Mebawa Anurata Mebawa Sarasidi Meprayata Sarakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Guru Ho Bhagavan Sarvata Gata Benza Mami Mensa Benza Baba Mahasamaya Sato. And then thinking that Vajrasattva smiles lovingly down at you and totally forgives you and then dissolves into you. And you become Vajrasattva in union with Nima Karma on the white lotus, holding the Vajra and bell. And then we recite the 6-syllable mantra, thinking that all form is Vajrasattva's wisdom body, that all sound is Vajrasattva's wisdom speech, and that all thoughts are Vajrasattva's wisdom mind. Om Benza Sato, Om Benza Sato. We can also say Om Vajrasattva, Om Benza Sato. Om. Your body is pure, luminous, like a rainbow, light, not heavy. Insubstantial. Om Vajrasattva. Vajrasattva dissolves into light and becomes one taste, indivisible, of my phenomenon. Ozu Davnan Dandre Roshi. You can think you dissolving from the top and the bottom together towards the hum and the heart. And the hum dissolves from the bottom up until there's nothing left. Again, we rest in evenness. Then Guru Yoga. Oneself is transformed into Vajrayogini, and in the sky in front, the root Lama of great kindness appears in the form of Padmasambhava. Rangni Dorje na Jordan Karu, Sawe Lama Peme Kurjen Gyur. Now you are the red Dakini, Vajrayogini, and Guru Rinpoche is in the sky in front. And then we make a supplication prayer. The complete embodiment of all the Buddhas of the three times, Supreme Root Lama, I pray to you. In this life, the next lives, and between lives, hold me with your compassion. May your blessings flow unceasingly throughout the three times. So again, thinking that your Guru, your Lama, is inseparable from Guru Rinpoche, with deep faith and devotion, generating that deep faith and devotion, recite the root Lama of great kindness. The complete embodiment of all the Buddhas of the three times. Supreme Root Lama, I pray to you. In this life, the next lives, and between lives, hold me with your compassion. May your blessings flow unceasingly throughout the three times. The complete embodiment of all the Buddhas of the three times without exception. Supreme Root Lama, I pray to you. In this life, the next lives, and between lives, hold me with your compassion. May your blessings flow unceasingly throughout the three times. Dusum Sange Malu de Peku, Sawe Lama Tola Sowadeb, Dechi Bardo Sum Duk Duk Jezun, Dusum Kunje Me Parjin Jilo. Dusum Sange Malu de Peku, Sawe Lama Chola Sowadeb, Dechi Bardo Sum Duk Duk Jezun, Dusum Kunje Me Parjin Jilo. Dusum Sange Malu de Peku, Sawe Lama Chola Sowadeb, Ichi bardo sum duk duk jezun. Tu sum kunche me parjinji lo. Oma hom benzo guru pema siddhi hum. Oma hom benzo guru pema siddhi hum. Oma hom benzo guru pema siddhi hum. As you recite the Oma hom benzo guru pema siddhi hum, thinking that 5 colored lights are coming from Guru Rinpoche, dissolving into your body, your wisdom body. That wisdom form of Buddha's bodies dissolving into you, and you're attaining wisdom body. That wisdom speech, siddhis, and empowerments coming in the form of wisdom seed syllables such as Om, Ah, Hum, Vajra, Om, Hri, Bam, so on, dissolving into you. And then the wisdom mind is dissolving into you from Guru Rinpoche in the form of hand implements of deities such as Vajras, Kapalas, tridents, and swords, lassos, let's see, other things, hooks, those kind of dakini hooks, and so on, and dissolving into your body as you recite the Vajra mantra. You're receiving all of this. It actually penetrates you. These blessings, siddhis, empowerments in these wisdom forms. Om Om Tensar Pema Siddhi. 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 Come on, Mandala. Mandala. Oma Danza Guru Siddhi. The blessings and empowerments of wisdom body, wisdom speech, and wisdom mind are completely and perfectly obtained. Kusun Tuki Wanjin Yonzo. We receive the four empowerments. From the white Om in Grumpus's forehead to the white Om in your forehead comes white light. You receive wisdom body, the blessings of wisdom body. From Grumpus's throat is a red ah to the red ah in your throat, corresponding. You receive red light, receiving wisdom speech. From Grumpus's heart, blue hum, the dark blue hum in your heart. Dark blue light comes, you receive wisdom mind. From Grumpus's heart comes a 5-color sphere of light, touching your heart. And you receive the fourth empowerment of all qualities and activities. Kusung Tuki Wanjin Yonzo. So take a moment for those four empowerments to penetrate to your wisdom body. That's why you're being. The Lama dissolves into light, is absorbed into oneself, abide in indivisible awareness and emptiness, which is the face of the absolute Lama. So Gurumpa comes to the crown of your head, it dissolves into a 5-color sphere of light the size of the thumbnail, comes to the crown of your head, down your central channel into your heart, And you then dissolve into your heart, mixing your mind with Rinpoche's mind. Lama Ozurang Tin Yirmena Rigdon Dungi Lame Rajata. Again, as we've done the dissolution, you rest in evenness, hiding empty awareness. Amitabha is above your head. I pray to the protector Amitabha, Buddha of boundless light. May you bless me to accomplish the profound path of transference. Gompo opa mela sowadev samla pawar jawar jinjilo. Gompo opa mela sowadev samla pawar jawar jinjilo. Gompo opa mela sowadev samla pawar jawar jinjilo. Now my body, wealth, and root of my virtue of all my lives, I give without clinging to all sentient beings who have all been my mother. May great waves of benefit be accomplished without obstacle for all sentient beings. Dane lo don lo chu getsar che, ma gyudro la pampar me parton, dun dun la chengi me du parsho. Dane lo don lo chu getsar che, ma gyudro la pampar me parton, dun dun la chengi me du parsho. Dane lo dan lo chu getsar che, ma gyudro la pampar me parton, dun dun la chengi me du parsho. Thank you, everybody. So that concludes the Ngondro practice itself. And then I've, for those of you who haven't been here before, we've been reading one kind of one shloka and then commentary from this, the 100 verses of advice, Padampa Sangye, with the commentary by Dingo Khyentse Rinpoche. And these are nice little snippets. So we started at the beginning several months ago. And now we're on number 7. So the root text is, this body is just a bag containing various kinds of filth. People of Tengri, don't pamper it and spruce it up so. I look better than anyone else around, a pretty woman may think. And I can attract and charm anyone I want. but her beautiful body is actually just blood, fat, muscle, lymph, bone, and excrement, nothing good or pleasant. The human body is like a vase of fine porcelain, full of excrement. Open it, and you will feel nauseous. What a waste of time it is to take so much care of this body, feeding it the most succulent dishes, dressing it in the most fashionable clothes, and trying to make it look younger than it really is. The body has no other destination than the cemetery, where it will be burned, buried, or fed to the birds. Compelled by the vainest of motives, we plunge into business and compete with our rivals without hesitating to lie and to cheat, thus adding the weight of negative actions to the futility of our goals. Nor are we ever finally satisfied. Our wealth is not great enough, our food is not good enough, and our pleasures never seem to be sufficiently intense. What more do you need if you have enough food and clothing to sustain your life and protect you from the elements? Our spiritual teachers were content with that. They never coveted luxurious clothing or costly and refined dishes, and they laughed at comfort and fame. The importance we ordinarily accord our body, therefore, is scarcely merited. But as a tool with which to practice the Dharma, its value is inestimable. Unfortunately, it is a tool we only have for a short period of time, until we die. Instead of just giving it as much pleasure and comfort as we can, we must put it to good use to progress towards enlightenment. If you cannot free yourself from being so obsessed by your body, your attachment and negative emotions can only increase. Consider the body as an illusion, a form in a dream. Give it whatever care is needed to keep it in good health, and devote all your attention to spiritual practice. In this way, you will one day become like the bodhisattvas, who no longer have the slightest attachment to their bodies, and are ready to give their limbs, their eyes, even their lives, if that can benefit others. So that's again from this book, The 100 Verses of Advice, Adampa Sangye, with the commentary by Dingo Kensei. And then we're going to do our concluding prayers, which, if you aren't familiar with our practice, you can get this at our website. These are downloadable. Website is dudjomtersarngondro.com. So we do our double dedication. This is the kind of generic dedication prayer that's done, at the end of teachings. It's a good one to learn. And then we'll do Longchenpa's prayer. And then finally, a prayer called Prayer for the Peoples of the Earth, written by Dudjom Rinpoche III. Specifically, he wrote it for the West in his previous incarnation when he was in America, in English. By this accumulation of merit, may I obtain all-seeing omniscience, and may all faults be defeated. The whirling, turbulent waves of birth, aging, sickness, and death, from this ocean of samsara, may I liberate beings. Longchenpa's prayer. Always, from rebirth to rebirth, may I obtain a precious human being's body with the 7 qualities of higher realms. Just after being born, may I meet Holy Dharma, and may I have the freedom to practice according to pure Dharma. From that, may I make my holy root guru happy, and may I apply myself only to Dharma day and night. From realizing holy Dharma, accomplishing the essence of the meaning, in that life may I cross the ocean of samsara, revealing supreme teachings to samsaric beings. May I make the effort to benefit them, never tired or sad. By great waves of benefit for others, without discriminating between beings, may all of them attain the state of fully enlightened Buddha altogether. Prayer for the peoples of the earth. At this very moment, for the peoples and nations of the earth, May not even the names of disease, famine, war, and suffering be heard, but rather may pure conduct, merit, wealth, and prosperity increase, and may supreme good fortune and well-being always arise. So that concludes our formal session. Because there are a couple of new people here and we're also doing a Facebook Live, Sonam's making me say something about the Ngondro program. So those of you who are in the program already know what we have to offer, but if you're kind of new and just checking it out, you can find our website is dudjomtersarngondro.com, and we're a child of the Vajrayana Foundation, a child organization from our mother organization, which is Vajrayana Foundation, our mothership. And this program has been going on since 2013. It was started by Lama Tartar Rinpoche and Lama Sonam Rinpoche. And so what we offer, we have spiritual advisors or mentors. I'm one of the mentors. You may have met some of the mentors. Freddie, also known as Drupan Pema Ridson. My husband, Stefan Graves, is also one of the mentors. Rinshin, also known as Joss Hayes, Suzanne Hart, and I'm of course leaving somebody out. Oh, Tuku Jamyang is one of them. Lama Sonam is sort of one, but he's everybody's mentor, so I don't include him in that list. And you have access to teachings, videos, some of which are private. We have some that are available that are not private. You can just go and watch, but when you become a member, you have access to more things. We also have the opportunity to have a yearly interview with Lama Sonam Rinpoche. We offer monthly, we've been doing a once a month accumulation session, and a once a month, we've kind of gotten during the pandemic, we went up to having 3 things a month, and I'm not sure if we're going to continue that, but we had accumulation session, a question and answer session, and then a teaching. And Lama Sonam's been doing the teachings. And I think that's kind of, and access, I already said, to videos and audio and that kind of thing. So that's kind of, in essence, what we are. We're web-based, obviously. We have people from all over the world, and we meet during the accumulation session. We work through Zoom mostly. Although Lama Sonam has been doing the teaching from our shrine room at Pema, which is in the mountains in Santa Cruz County. And so then that's been YouTube. Mostly you can get it through YouTube. Anyway, so if you have any questions or comments, or if anybody wants to say anything, you can take a moment, unmute yourself. You want to share anything? How's it going? Okay. Well, it sounds like everybody's satisfied. That's good news, I guess. That I'm hoping that the program is giving everything you need, so you just don't have any questions or thoughts or anything. No, I of course you have thoughts. All right. Well, Sonam wants to say something. Oh, yes. You probably already know this, but for Lama Sonam is going to give a refuge ceremony October 13th at 10 a.m. And you can actually come to Pema Ling to receive that in person, which is the ideal, of course. But if that's not a possibility, he will also be doing it over Zoom. And I believe there's something like 25 spaces left on our Zoom to join with that. And you can go to the dudjomtersarngondro.com and also to the Vajrayana Foundation's website, vajrayana.org, and there's registration and access how to do that. So if you haven't taken refuge and you feel so inclined, refuge, of course, is the entrance to the path of being a Buddhist, taking the vow to not harm any other beings, and that you will take refuge in the 3 jewels, the 3 roots, and the 3 kayas. So Any thoughts about anything more about that? That's
He
good.
teaches on the 16th.
Oh, and then he's teaching on the 16th, giving the oral transmission for the loom. I mean, oral transmission, that also known as the loom, for the Nunjo. And he usually gives the, also he gives the oral transmission for the concise Nundro, which is what we've been doing, and also the longer Nundro called the Satra Nundro, from which the concise Nundro is derived. And that's a good thing to have. It's like the root text, and also it's a great thing to get a copy of because it gives you a lot more detail and description of what's going on in the practice. And he also said sometimes you can do that Nundro if you want. You know, if your main focus is a concise, but if sometimes you have a little more time, if you want to do the Satra Nundro, that's a good thing too. Okay.
Freddie and
Oh, good. We have Sonam here with the ads. So Freddie Drupal Pema Rigson is teaching on the 15th, and he's doing questions and answers, and that's also Zoom. And that's all of these events this month are free to the public. So we're, you know, if you're in the program and you know somebody might be interested in just checking it out, please let them know. They're welcome to attend any of these things we're doing. And then, of course, we have Woody snoring next to me. I don't know if you guys heard him, but that was Woody blessing us with his wisdom speech. Wisdom snore. Woody's my dog. Okay. Thank you all. So wonderful to see everybody. I love to see you every month. And let's take care, and we'll see you all soon. And let's all strive for attaining enlightenment together, shall we? 1, 2, 3, go.
Thank you, Choying Wangmo. So good to see you.
You too.
Grateful to see you.
That was Catherine. Hi, Catherine.
Yes, hi.
Take care.
Popped in. Thank you so much.
All right. I'm gonna end the meeting now. If I can find it.